Power armor is such a useful piece of equipment in Fallout 4. It will increase your radiation resistance and your damage resistances, allowing you to survive in harsh environments and help you in difficult fights. And it will even increase your carry weight limit. So in this video, I want to show you where to get every piece of legendary power armor and 2 full legendary power armor suits. Let's start off with all the legendary armor pieces that don't require you to side with a faction. For the first piece of legendary power armor, you will need to travel to the Cambridge Polymer Labs location, which will be right here on your map. When you get here, you will start the Cambridge Polymer Labs side quest. Now this quest will be a little confusing the first time you do it, but all you will need to do is search around the surrounding labs and rooms to find sample containers. Then test them back at the terminal until you get the 2 right sample containers, and the 3rd sample container from the radiation room. Once you combine all 3 of the correct samples, you will be given the isonucleic power armor chest. This will be a legendary power armor piece that will increase action point refresh speed when you're exposed to radiation, which will be very helpful. From here, you will need to head south to Quincy Ruins. When you get here, you will find a lot of gunner enemies and 3 named bosses, but we are looking for the named boss named Tessa, who will be hunting you down as soon as you enter combat with the gunners, so it really shouldn't be too hard to find her. Tessa will be wearing a power armor suit, and when you defeat her, you can take the Tessa's Fist legendary power armor arm off of her. This piece of power armor will have a perk on it that will quadruple its durability and increase your unarmed damage by 15. It's not the best piece of power armor, but the increased durability is nice to have. After that, we will need to complete the headhunting quest. This will be the 2nd quest in the Automatron questline. During the headhunting quest, you will encounter a boss named Ivy, who will be wearing 3 legendary power armor pieces, and she will be using a legendary Tesla rifle weapon. The power armor pieces that she will be wearing will be the Tesla left and right arms, and the Tesla torso piece. The left arm will increase energy weapon damage by 5%. The right arm will increase energy weapon damage by an additional 5%, and the torso will increase energy weapon damage by another 5%. So that's a 15% energy weapon damage increase from 3 pieces of power armor, and she will also drop a pretty good energy weapon that you can use with this power armor. From this point, there will be 4 legendary power armor pieces that will come from the Brotherhood of Steel. The first 2 will come from side quests that will be given to you by Captain Kells on the Rodwenn. The first quest will be Duty or Dishonor, and during this quest you will need to make sure Clark turns himself in. And the second quest will be a Loose End. Regardless of your actions in the Loose End quest, you will still get the power armor piece. The Duty or Dishonor quest will give you the Exemplar's torso. This piece of power armor will have a perk on it that will reduce action point cost in VATS by 10%. And the Loose End quest will give you the Visionary's helmet. This piece of power armor will have a perk that will increase action point refresh speed. So as you can see, these will be pretty decent pieces of legendary power armor that come from 2 very simple side quests given to you by Captain Kells on the Rodwenn ship. But there will be 2 more pieces of legendary power armor that you can find on this ship, but they will only be available to you if you complete the main story of Fallout 4 and side with the Brotherhood of Steel at the end of the game. Once you do this, you can head to the vendor on the Rodwenn ship, and he will be selling the Honor and Vengeance legendary power armor legs. The Honor leg piece will have a perk on it that will increase action point refresh speed. And the Vengeance leg piece will have a perk on it that will reflect 10% of melee damage back to the attacker. For the next piece of legendary power armor, you will need to start the Nuka World DLC. During the first mission of this DLC, you will face off against Overboss Coulter in the Kolakar Arena, and if you defeat this boss, you will be able to loot the Overboss power armor off of his body. The only piece of this power armor set that will be legendary will be the torso, which will have a perk on it that will deal energy damage to all nearby enemies. And finally, there are 2 full sets of legendary power armor, and they come from the Nuka World DLC. The first one will be the Nuka T51F power armor, and it will come from the Nuka Cola bottling plant. When you get here, you will need to make your way through the ride until you see the power armor suit in the cage on your right. Then you can make your way to the terminal that will overlook the bottling machines. Hack this terminal to unlock the door to the cage to get the Nuka T51F power armor. This power armor will come with a perk that will give you +3 agility if you're wearing the entire set. And the final set of legendary power armor can be found at Starport Nuka. To get this power armor, you will first need to find and collect all 35 of the star cores that will be scattered around the Nuka World parks. This will sound a lot harder than it actually is, as they are pretty easy to find, and they aren't that hidden. Once you have all 35 of them, you can put them into the terminals around this display case that will have the power armor inside of it. Then use the terminal to open the display case to get the Quantum XO1 power armor. This power armor will be very strong, as it is a set of XO1, but it will also have a perk on it that will give you a large increase to action point refresh speed if you're wearing all of the pieces of this set. And those are all of the legendary pieces of power armor that you can find in Fallout 4. But I would love to know which of these are your favorites in the comments below. I hope this video helps you, and thank you for watching.